Aussie. 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 Angry Aussie. Aussie. Angry.
Hey, Sunday night, and I mean what I said, the opening thing, that I'm chilling out because I was in the middle of doing something on a mobile game. You know what? I'm going to keep doing it till someone talks to me. Celtic King, talk to me. Hello, how are you, my man? This is a puzzle matching thing, and I started something that's got somewhat of a time limit on it. So I got it like keep doing things. And Heine's here too. Hello, Heine. Good to see you, man. Just a Sunday night, as a thing. It's like Sunday night chill out session. Just gonna chat. Don't think I'm gonna make any cocktail videos. Just gonna chat, see who's who and what's what everyone's up to. Because I've been out of the house today. So, wait, no, what? Oh fuck! Tapping on things in this game and it's Look, see now all the bonuses are going ding 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 ding. Kabloomoo! Blow up my phone screen. Not really, but oh shit! Sorry, I just did something stupid. But that's okay. That's a me. Mario. I do stupid things sometimes. Oh shit! I'm out of moves. Okay, I know. Got to deploy the big guns. Hey, Madam Battlefly, how are you? Huh. That did not do what I wanted it to, so fuck you, game, for fucking with me. I've just got to decide which button to hit. Huh. Oh man, this is super duper annoying what it's doing to me. Actually, oh shiz mama, it's just I am paralyzed by choices. Huh. That did not do what I wanted. Ha! Sorry, I just took a gamble with the final move. 3 a.m, hyped up on sugar. Yeah. You gotta watch those late night sugar snacks. They're a whole thing. Okay, I got 3 more levels to do within a time limit if I want to get a bonus. And honestly, I've probably already made it not worth the bonus by using some power-ups, all of which are words that mean things. But, I'm mildly obsessed by this game. I just find it really addicting, the puzzle solving, and when you get something right and it does all these cascading sort of, ooh, you're a winner. And it's like, yes, I'm a winner. I'm a goddamn winner. Wiener. It's like I just said I'm a wiener. I'm a wiener. Ooh. Okay, what are we doing here? I think... Yep, okay. Using another power-up. But it gets a lot done in the stupid game. All right, and I got... Okay. See, I got all little power-ups. You see it goes zing, zing, zing. No, where can you see it? I do that to zoom in. You see all the things going. Congratulations, you win. So I'm just sharing my mild obsession with this puzzle matching game. Puzzle game, pattern matching. Trying to think of the right word there. It's a pattern matching puzzle game. It's not a puzzle matching game. It's a pattern matching game where you solve puzzles. All right. So, like I said, I'm just gonna get her done. Come on. Ooh. Finding puzzles. There's one thing on this, and I don't know if anyone else does these sorts of games. Like the original was probably Candy Crush. No, Bejeweled was probably the original, actually. Candy Crush was the first big mobile one. But in these sort of pattern matching games, I think it's fair to say Bejeweled was the first one, because you get that for PC. And yeah, I think they're just a bit addictive, because you always heard story about people spending a fortune on Candy Crush, which I never understood, but I kind of get it. I don't spend a fortune on this game, but I can get the need to accomplish things and the need to get to the next level. Because I never really felt that with Candy Crush. I did play Candy Crush a little bit. Okay, so we got, I think, one more level. Am I still? Oh, what the fuck? Oh man, fuck that guy. Okay, it's like I'm not going to get the bonus I wanted, and I'll be super freaking annoyed. All right. Pressure is fucking on. No room for the weak. Oh god, I keep trying to match things up and get double bonuses, and it's not working. And it just annoyingly just keeps barely missing a little pattern match that'll give me a big bonus. And that shit's super annoying. Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I got a little thing I want here. Is this gonna be enough? I actually don't think it is. But zing, 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 zing. It was enough. Hurrah! I didn't think that would have been enough, but it was. Okay. And I get one little bonus here. But what about the other? There were two things I was doing at once to try and get a bonus. And I think I got fucked over on the other one. Okay, maybe. Okay. I might get the second one. Oh, the pressure is on. My friends and compadres. You can't really see it, and it wouldn't make any sense to try and explain it, but the pressure is motherfucking on. I got to race against time to complete one more level, and I swear I probably won't do any more after this. But Shiza, what is this? That's a bit more. Come on, bang. Yep, okay, got a bit of bonus stuff. Ooh. Ram-a-llama ding-dong. Okay, I'm going to use one of my power-ups here for a big boost. Go bloop the whole screen. Look, kablooey. Blew up my whole phone screen again. Don't panic. It's just a game, kids. I didn't blow up the whole game. It's not real. That was graphics. I just don't want to scare anyone with the cutting edge graphics on my puzzle game. Oh, fucking out of moves. Why not? Now I have to use a fucking Bonus to get this. I'm a little distracted because I want to stop doing this and say a proper hello to people. Home for the elderly. Hello. I'm doing well. Shiza. What's going to happen here? Which one's it going to go to? It's going to go to that one. Okay. Fuck it. Just got to do this to finish it. Fuck it, that one. I'm going to do some power-ups to finish this round. Now I find out, did I do it in time? Did I get the bonus? Or did some piece of shit pip me at the post? Oh, some piece of shit pipped me at the post. Well, I'll stop doing that now. And that was my warm-up for the evening because I didn't know how long it was going to take everyone to get here. Hello, Sophie. How are you doing as well? Nice to see you. Oh, God, naughty corner. What are you doing? I know. Thank you for complimenting the shirt as usual. This is like cocktail accessories, strainer and corkscrew, jigger, shaker, straw, all these things. It's a little bit different to all my other ones. What? Oh, what? Oh, without the cat? I was confused. Also, check this out. So I did actually save the I Can't Feel My Face cocktail. I didn't want to drink it all and destroy my brain cells totally. And I saved it. Look, it went clear again. I guess I've never saved an absinthe cocktail because, like, you mix it up, it gets cloudy and looshes. And I saved it and it went clear again, which was, I did. I think I've worn it on the stream. Step aside, coffee. This is a job for alcohol. So I'm missing BMW car. I think I missed a line somewhere. So I did see, sorry, I wanted to follow this up, Celtic. You saw VD. Took a train. He was at the station trying to get money to get on the train. Did you pay for the ticket? Oh, right. Okay, yeah, he's just wanted money. Yeah, okay, I get it. Anyway, another nice color. I haven't poured a drink of any description yet. Now I am. My clarified cocktails. I'm gonna save the I Can't Feel My Face cocktail and add some stuff to it and clarify it. By add stuff, I probably mean more gin and more absinthe. Yeah, my brain cells are fighting a rearguard action, desperately trying to hold their ground. One specific one. Yeah. Was it what? I always forget what it's called because they have two. Yeah, Royal Match. They've recently started advertising another game that's absurdly similar, but apparently has some of its own stuff. Anyway, even though I'm not making videos, I want garnishes. Going to give myself a little treat. Here's my orange peel. Put that in. You know, as I say, the miss is angry too because she likes to put the orange peel in her hot chocolate in the morning. All right. And of course, me being me, I'm going to put a cherry in it too. Ha! I did not have a hangover on Saturday morning. First time I woke up, it was about 6 a.m. and I had a very slight headache. And I went back to sleep and I did not have a headache when I woke up at 10 o'clock. All right, so you guys are having a conversation back and forth. Okay. It's good to know VD's still alive. Yeah, it's a risk. So you had a car in the backyard that was left when you moved in and got rid of it today. Sophie's at the back, you're at the front. Okay. It was about 1 a.m. I think it was about 1 a.m. we stopped on Saturday morning. You had a huge hangover. Oh no. I don't know why I don't really get hangovers. Usually the worst I get is feeling a little bit or a very slight headache, just, take a paracetamol or an ibuprofen to dull it. I'm just trying to stab the ingredient, stabbing a second cherry because it looked a bit sad. It looked like a slightly malformed cherry. I slept right here. He's dinging me. The Offspring. What's this about? She sent me a picture with her new cat, but she's pulling a funny face, and I'm not sure. It's because the cat's sitting in her arms like a baby. Yeah, I did drink water. I ran out of mineral water. Oh God, you drank cruises. I mean, I had a few, not like that other Friday night, but I had a few drinks on Friday night. I didn't spare the drinks, but I did make a point of not drinking this, which doesn't look like much, but that's probably at least 2 standard drinks, if not 3 in that, just because of the strength of the alcohol. Oh dear. Hey Greg, how you doing? VD's being said. Yeah. But I mean, we all know the lad's got mental health challenges, which is why he has trouble with consistency. I'll have to show Mrs. Angry that later. Oh dear. Stir, stir, stir. I like a cold drink. Mormons do the door knocking. I've seen them. They dress the same. Their little badges saying they're with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Yes. Our weekly random update. Oh. Yeah, it was a little bit all over the place. You can very much see the troubled mind, and honestly, it looked so serial killery because it was all single spaced, and a relatively small font over several pages, so it's just this wall of text. Definitely looked a bit serial killery, but that's just the way it is sometimes. So I had a mildly impromptu outing today. The local distiller liqueur maker Marionette had a pop-up place in like Fitzroy, and Kirsten said, "Hey, let's go." And so me and Mrs. Angry and Kirsten and Abigail met up there, and we had scones and cheese and jam and cocktails on a Sunday afternoon. It's very nice. Harry, good to see you. You used to live in Salt Lake City. Yes. They're home. It's where the oh Jesus, that caught me by surprise. Young Miss Angry is describing her cat as a big baby and a drama queen. Can't believe he tricked me at the shelter. Cancel that. It's just so the cat is getting too comfortable and wants to be cradled like a baby. That is funny. Yeah, well, I know. People will do anything to justify anything. Yeah, I actually had Sunday afternoon drinks. Fuck yes, it was cold yesterday. It was ridiculous. We went to go out on date night and I checked the temperature and it's going 16, feels like 11. And I'm like, what the fuck? So put a warm jacket on and we were actually sitting outside a date night and there was just this gusting wind. Like the thing was, had protective things around it, but still this gusting wind was ridiculous. We're going to talk about the Mormons in Salt Lake City. Reminds me of the Netflix series American Primeval, which is Jesus. Fucking autocorrect changed cradled to cracked. So I sent a text to Mrs. Angry says her cat wants to be cracked like a baby. Fucking Jesus. Makes me sound like a serial killer. Everyone sounds like a serial killer. I wouldn't have thought you'd get Mormons door knocking in Salt Lake City because it's their territory. But in Butterfly, I haven't gotten too drunk lately. What's wrong with you? Used to drink to the point older men would shake their head in disbelief. Well, you got to go through periods of moderation. We actually we had our last drink inside, but we finished our food outside. It wasn't that bad. It was just weird. It's just like we finished the food and we're thinking, let's have one more cocktail. So I just said to our host, is there a table? Can we sit at the bar or at a table inside? And he said, yeah, here's a table. And so we had our final drink inside. There's a cool movie called SLC Punk takes place in Salt Lake with Matthew Lillard. I've never even heard of it, let alone seen it. Completely unfamiliar to Salt Lake City Punk. Okay. Absolutely unfamiliar with that one. Seen some of Matthew Lillard's oeuvre, but not that one. So, I gotta get back to the office tomorrow. What a bummer. Ha! You know that movie? They have a rich friend who has a Laserdisc player. And he's like, there's a movie on there. So it's a 90s movie, obviously. 98. Edgy indie film. Damn. All right. Actually, for fun, I want to look it up now. Ooh, Red Dye 3's been banned in America. Damn, what does that mean? A lot of Americans are about to die, basically, because Trump and RFK are going to fuck the health services badly. Looking up things. So I just had to see this thing. Red Dye 3 is banned. FDA said it can cause cancer in lab rats. The way Red 3 leads to cancer in rats doesn't happen in people. Oh yeah, America, your health system is going to get so fucked. So, but I wanted to look up this movie, like what's it rated on? So it's SLC Punk. Yes, 1998, 1 hour 37 minutes, comedy drama. Got a. So, actually, I'm just going to shortcut it. Rotten Tomatoes. What's it got on Rotten Tomatoes? Because I love comparing the critics and audience response. So 62% from critics, which is bad, 62% positive, but 89% positive from the public with more than 25,000 ratings. So it's popular with viewers. Summary: 2 former geeks become 1980s punks, then party and go to concerts while deciding what to do with their lives. Huh. There you go. Hello, Jacob. I just feel our food's a bit safer as well. Yes, RFK Jr. will save everyone. It's weird because RFK will say the occasional thing that's reasonable, but then he will do unhinged conspiracy shit about basic science and basic medicine, vaccines. He's a liar and an incredibly dangerous person. Was there a sequel to it? Did you just find out there was a sequel to it? Okay. Oh, sorry. Harry said it. Don't watch the sequel. I did actually see the Donnie Darko sequel. Jacob, the COVID vaccine saved a minimum of tens of millions of lives around the world. Again, I don't know if that's intended to be a joke, because jokes don't work in text. Particularly when what you're writing is what a lot of people believe. Talking about vaccines in general, the hundreds of millions of lives vaccines saved since they started getting introduced in the 20th century. Oh, actually, has anyone ever heard the really grody early forms of inoculation against smallpox? Because smallpox was a very big problem, killed a lot of people. And there's something they worked out that, if I remember the story right, they worked out from observation that a lot of milkmaids, women who milked cows, were getting either not getting smallpox or getting smallpox and surviving without too much problem. And it turned out what they had been exposed to from cows was cowpox. And it was a similar but not deadly to humans, or not particularly deadly to humans disease, but it had the same genetics as smallpox. And because these women had antibodies from cowpox, it protected them against smallpox. And so people went, huh. And so, yeah, there was this absolutely grody way that it was apparently at least mildly successful. And it was, I don't remember if the scabs were from cowpox or smallpox, but they would literally cut someone open and slide in a scab from either a cow that had cowpox or a human that had it, and then stitch it up. And and of course, it's super easy to get infections that are actually nothing to do with the cowpox that way and die from the infection. And it's just like gross, and it will make you sick. But apparently, it had some efficacy against smallpox. But holy fuck, I'll take a needle. I'm not having someone cutting me open and sliding a scab in there. Hey, Rays, how are you going? Got to work? Got a call, pulled in to say you need to work, so had to drive from, oh, God, back and forth. Oh, damn, that sucks. You're talking about banning cigarettes. Yeah, it's extremely easy to pull out. And this is not just there, like everywhere. But it's extremely easy to pull out ridiculous things that get banned for safety, and other things that are clearly not being banned and are more dangerous. It's ridiculous. Safa, I'm going to go with It's You. Nothing looks different to me. But I'm ready to be corrected if anyone else is experiencing the same things. Oh yes, the picture ran into Nicky Winmar. Hell yes. That's so cool. Yes, for anyone who doesn't know, Nicky Winmar is an AFL legend, and picture on the Discord of our man Rays meeting Nicky Winmar, who's wearing a Wicked shirt, by the way, and a very happy smile, which is nice to see. Glad that he's an awesome guy. It's really cool. I have to admit, I love that photo from the time where he was getting racially harassed by the supporters of the other team. They were shouting all the racial slurs because, for anyone who doesn't know, Nicky Winmar's Aboriginal, and he just went to where the racists were heckling him, and he's just lifted his jumper up. Yeah, I'm black. Fuck you. Have you not finished Star Trek Picard? You should finish it because it gets really interesting towards the end. Lots of fan service, which depends on your opinion whether that's a good or bad thing. Harry. Yes, I don't believe any human speaks for God. If you can argue whether there is a God or not. I definitely don't think any human speaks for any God. I know that was friggin' awesome. Where he just was like, fuck all of you, essentially. Oh, yeah. Collingwood supporters, not a great reputation. Yep, give him the middle finger. Yeah, and it really did provide a push to, hey, actual shouting racist slurs at a footy game, not on. I actually love the victory thing. Is it two of the Swans players were doing? it was Louis Jetta and his more famous compadre, like celebrating a goal with a spear throwing pose. It was fucking cool. Collingwood fan laughed his ass off for that. You told him you're a Collingwood supporter. He gave a laugh. That's nice. Blue sugar rust with a. I've destroyed your sugar rust. Look. Early medicine was extremely experimental. There was an old meme, like a really popular tweet from the early days of Twitter. Someone saying, "Man, being a doctor in like the Wild West would have been awesome." All you say when someone comes in is like, "I don't know, I think you got ghosts in your blood. You should do cocaine about it." Which was kind of what medicine was. Like, hey, if you do laudanum, which was liquid heroin, essentially, or cocaine, you'll complain less. So I think that means you got better because you're complaining less. Thank you. I absolutely blanked on Adam Goods' name. And he's far more famous than Louis Jetta. But yeah, they were both doing it at one point. The victory pose of the spear throwing. It's really intense. I really liked it. And sorry, I thought, Home for the Elderly, you were talking about movies you did this weekend. Oh, Bootman, the dancing one. Yes. You're in Boot, mate. So you do Bootman, then Booty Call. That's a very early Jamie Foxx film, if I remember. So he gave his number to one of the lads to call him, have a training session. Oh, nice. Nikki said, I say 116. Yeah. You're fine, Harry. Don't worry about it. You didn't get kicked out of a Collingwood game, but you were at their final game at Victoria Park. Oh, that's nice. Honestly, I didn't have dinner. I was full. Like I mentioned earlier, I went out to this pop-up for Marionette Distillers with Mrs. Angry and Abigail and Kirsten, and we had scones and jam and cheese and a jelly dessert, and I'm just not fucking hungry. Didn't get home till like 6 o'clock, but it's just like, I'm just not hungry. So Mrs. Angry is the same. So we're not actually having dinner. And I just had a shake for lunch. Then I had this other stuff, and it's just like, no. I didn't even have to. It wasn't packed, but they were doing a fairly busy trade. And we realized, because it was getting late, I don't know how much later they're going to be open for Sunday. And we ordered this back. They're going like, oh, we're doing, besides your drinks, we're doing, you get the scones and cheese for $25, or for $50, you get the scones and cheese and 2 cocktails. And we got 2 cocktails for $25. I'll have that. And the cocktails were really good. And then it was just like, the guy kept saying, do you want any more for the cheese crackers? More scones? And he gave us more scones. And then they gave us this dessert, which I think yesterday was their dessert theme day. And it's like, clearly they were left over from yesterday. And clearly he's just giving us more scones because you can't keep the scones. You can't give them out tomorrow. And so they had a surplus of them. So they're just, because we were paying, we didn't pay for them twice. So we got basically double what we paid for, which is also why I wasn't hungry, eating a bunch of scones and cheese and a jelly dessert. So yeah. So how did Chernobyl come into this? I missed something. Did Chernobyl get into the conversation somehow? Was date night packed? Day after Valentine's Day, they were pretty full. Great venue. Again, he looked after us. The menu looked really good. And at times in the past, they'd done like a set menu where you got little samples across things. And we're just like, are you doing the like set menu, chef's choice? And he goes, I can do that for you. And so we got 7 different food things. We got what did we get? It was like 3 entrees, a steak, salad, and this gnocchi dumpling stuff in a slightly spicy tomato sauce, and a dessert. So like 6 servings of food, and we had 3 cocktails each. So it's working out. And it's like the default price on the menu for those things is was like $270. And he sat there with a pen and paper and went, "Oh, but I was giving it to you at the set menu." And he goes, "Up 200." So he very much looked after us. Wait, is that a thing? Was that in the news? Russia hit the like Chernobyl, which is sealed in concrete. They hit it with a drone bomb and crack. Oh my fucking god! I didn't hear that. Jesus, Home for the Elderly heard it. What the fuck? Madam Butterfly, you like the movie Booty Call? Version of Booty Call used to keep your phone in your back pocket and accidentally butt dialing. Actually, I think like white guys wrote the script for Booty Call. I have this funny feeling Louis C.K. wrote, or at least co-wrote the script for Booty Call. Jesus Christ, look up. I missed that in the news. Russia did a drone strike on Chernobyl. What the actual fuck? Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Yes, I think you want that stuff that you fill the walls with, a cork gun, just a lot of it. You want a helicopter with a lot of that and a hose, and put the hose down into the crack and pour all the foam in there that expands and seals it. That stuff will seal anything. Oof. Just for fun, I feel like mixing a drink, like some old-fashioned variation. All right, I'm going to go over here, see what I haven't used for a while. And I'm going to make a cocktail. I think I haven't done anything with brandy for a while. Ooh, maybe a split of brandy and rum. Or. I got some Smith & Cross, which I haven't opened. Special luxury high-proof Jamaican rum, 57%. Very hard to get. I hadn't been able to get it for a couple of years, and I had the last few drops in, probably about 60 mils, the last serves in my bottle, and it was finally available again. So I got another bottle, empty the other one. So what I think I'm going to do a rum old-fashioned, and I'm going to use my Infinity rum that I barrel aged, a little bit of our spiced sugar syrup. Infinity rum's in here. That's already down a bit. I should top it up. That's the whole purpose of Infinity rum. You just top it up. Because then if I finish another rum bottle, that's an excuse to buy more rum. All right. So I'll put some Infinity rum in. Oh, yeah, no, I definitely need to add some more rum to this. I'll do that another time. Oh, do I want to put some of the mango rum in? And now I'm just going to put, oh, wait, I haven't put that in the glass. A little bit of the Smith & Cross, because it's a really funky, high-proof Jamaican rum. Put a bit of that in. And what bitters? I think we'll go vitamins. We'll do a mix of tiki bitters and chocolate bitters. How much of that's left? Fucking bottle's too dark. I don't know how much I got left. Maybe I need, these are really good bitters. I might need to get some more. Chocolate bitters. All right. Sit down with me rum. I'm being a pirate with some rum. Yes, the old days of when the football clubs had local grounds. Yeah, and you're right. There was always a pub near the ground. You pre-game at the pub, go to the game, cut, and then go to the pub again afterwards. Oh, Pootie Tang. That was the one Louis C.K. wrote. And I think a couple of the writers on Pootie Tang were white, which is weird because it's a black film. But just the way it is. And it's like half the writers on Chappelle's Show were white. Oof, let me see. How's this going rum wise? Woo! Oh man, that's good. Oh, that's got a bit of kick in it. That one, damn. Just wondering what rums I'll put in the infinity bottle. Are any of my bottles of rum low enough to do that? Oh man, that fucking kicks ass. Oh, that is a rum lover's drink. That one. I think I'll be going on to the mineral water after this. It is roughly 30 minutes by train. So door to door, like I drag myself out of bed, get out the door, get in the car, drive to the station, get on the train, get in the city, get to work. That's about 45 minutes. Remember, oh my God. Yes. Oh, when Footscray played at the Footscray Oval. Because for more than a year, I lived on one of the side streets about 2 blocks from the Oval. So home game days was a hell of a thing. Whew. Oh man, that's a beast of a drink. Loving it. It's a sophisticated pirate's rum drink, that one. Yeah, I mean, like literally. Oh, look, let me bring up a map. Google Maps. Okay. Right, so we want to find Footscray on the map. And I'll share it. Okay. Oh my God, fuck off. You fucking pop-ups. Okay, sorry, I'm going to share the Google map now. Yes, well, Yoho and several bottles of rum went into that. Okay, let me show you the Google Maps. Where are we? Okay, so we go in. I don't know how to make those things fucking go away. Just fucking go. Okay, that went away. Magic Momo. West Footscray. Where's the fucking Oval? Hungry Jacks. Middle Footscray. My mama said. I'm getting very confused by this map, actually. Vic Hotel? Wait, am I thinking of Barclay Street? There's the rail line, Shorten Reserve. I didn't think this would be so difficult. I'm getting very confused. Oh no, there's the Whitton Oval. Okay. Whitton Oval here. I lived here in Everard Street. Like I forget which number it was, but say I was not far. So I lived halfway up this street, Everard. I'd forgotten the name of the street till I saw it. So Whitton Oval here, my street here. So just, yeah, there would be so many people around on game day and people parking everywhere. So that's how close I was to the game. Yes. I know I was very bad with the map. But yeah, that's how close I was to the Whitton Oval. Ah, yes. Not far from the mental hospital. That's another thing. Yes. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Oh, man. That is actually really fucking good. Very, very strong tasting. No, I'm not a football guy. I didn't go to any of the games. It's kind of mildly annoying for me when the place was overrun on game days. But yes, you could. Oh my god, you could hear the crowds so clearly from my place. It was a whole thing. You flung a bag of dog shit at a car from the cross bridge. That yeah, the cross bridge. Yeah, that was a hell of a thing. Oh my god, that's so fucking yummy. Ooh. Damn, that is some good stuff. But yeah, that's the olden days. My first home in Melbourne was there in Footscray. Parents are near a country one. Dad was diehard doggy, so you went there a lot. Yeah, so there was a bunch of Saturdays where we were within a couple 100 meters of each other then. So yeah, so that was a time. I'm sure I've told this story. Like I moved to Melbourne when our firstborn arrived with my ex. Her family lived in St Albans, and you know, we moved to Melbourne because that's where the babysitters were. And it's like, and when I looked at the map, I was like, no fucking way am I living that far west, and I want to be somewhere near the city. And I looked, and this is back in the day of street directories, the Melways street directory, not the internet. This is the 90s. And I looked at the street directory and went, well, look, about halfway between St Albans and the city is Footscray. Let's live there. And my partner's younger sister went, oh, you don't want to live there. There's been shootings there. And I misheard her. And what I thought she said is, you don't want to live there. There's lesbian shootings there. And I was like, well, I need more information, because if it's lesbians being shot, that's unfortunate, but I'm pretty safe. But if it's lesbians doing the shooting, then I'm potentially a high risk target. So please tell me more. And she just looks at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But that's the whole thing. So you would have been there a lot, little ginger fucker with all the cousins. Harry, there's an episode of Bluey where the parents go nuts over rugby. They say they flog each other. Yes. Flog just means to win convincingly. But it's kind of like when Americans say they're rooting for a team, Australians go, you're doing what now? Rays used to go by the grass hill, went to Williamstown Seagulls games. Dad and all your uncles run the grass and buy the beer van. Nice. They censored the episode in America, changed it to saying beat instead of flog. Yeah. Some things don't translate. And also, what's also funny is like fanny in the US is like the cute word for bum, but for Brits and older Australians, it's vagina. So fanny is vagina. So when you had these G-rated American sitcoms that have women or girls talking about their fannies, you're like, excuse me? And the one I particularly remember is they're talking about a skiing trip. And I even forget what show it was, but there's these teenage girls harassing each other. And one of them says, like, well, you didn't so much spend time skiing as you did spend all the time on your fanny. Like, what? And then the other one's retort is, well, speaking of landing on fannies, you've got so much more to land on than me. It's like, oh my God, what is going on here? So yeah, Harry, stuff means different things in different parts of the world. So, it's it's a whole thing. Cultural misunderstandings. I mean, who doesn't love some fanny? Either way, really. Okay, I think I'm. Whew, that one was a little bit burning. It was. It was the tiki bitters I used in that is actually a really strong flavor. A little bit goes a long way. Say Fanny 3 times in the mirror makes Dr. Abigail appear. Oh dear. Wait. Oh, okay. So where's my mineral water? It's Dune here in my newly arranged and streamlined bar/studio. Okay, what the fuck is this? Oh, it's a notebook. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, okay. Got it. I just had a chain of thoughts. Okay, so I don't know if anyone remembers me talking about an upcoming Australian film called Spit, where David Wenham's the lead. But his character seems full on based on Aidsy, like Aidsy playing a character. It's absolutely uncanny. And it turns out when I was telling Mrs. Angry about this, because where we had date night dinner is next to a cinema, and there was a poster up for Spit, and I just said, oh my God, yeah, that guy seems like he's channeling Aidsy. And turns out it's a sequel to a film from, I don't know, 20 years ago, maybe more, called Getting Square, which I've actually got on DVD. It's a pretty funny film. Now I'm thinking I'm going to re-watch that because I might go and see Spit, because I'm throwing this challenge out there to everyone, because David Wenham is doing a lot of Q&A sessions at different cinemas for the launch of Spit. I feel like someone, it might end up being me. It's at this local cinema in about 2 weeks. Someone needs to go to a David Wenham Q&A session and say, Mr. Wenham, have you ever met a gentleman called Adrian Collier? Because if you haven't, it's a massive fucking coincidence that your character 100% seems to be Aidsy. It's mind-boggling how much just in these little bits in the trailer. Absolutely like Aidsy. Again, not the real Aidsy, but like when Aidsy's playing the character, like he's a bit simple. It's pretty freaky how much, like I've only seen the trailer, but how much David Wenham has Aidsy's voice and mannerisms. Fair does my head in, honestly. So the movie, okay, the new movie is called Spit. I think I could probably get away with playing the trailer without getting content matched. Maybe. Is it worth it? Maybe. I could certainly put it on friggin' Discord. Where are we? Spit. No, Spit. Oh, for fuck's sake. Movie trailer. Oh, it fucking auto-corrected. Fuck you. Fuck you, YouTube. Okay, I am going to put it in the Discord. Where does it belong? In favorite videos, maybe? It does look fun, but also it super looks like Aidsy. But yes, it's a sequel to a movie called Getting Square, about 20 years old. I want to rewatch it. Like, I think it's a DVD I bought for $5 or something. But I remember it being quite entertaining. Get smart. No, getting square, like getting even. I don't know. Who reckons would I get content matched for a movie trailer? I don't think I would, because, you know, heaps of people just repost them on YouTube. And there's no like pop songs in the trailer. You reckon I'd get content matched if I played it? Because I don't want to get content matched because I can't live stream if I get content matched. I mean, I could always potentially content stream from my cocktail channel. Catch is you need a certain amount of breaks in between the time span. I don't know. All right. Everyone thinks I'm going to get content matched. So it's on the Discord. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. The trailer for Spit, because swear to God, David Wenham is channeling Aidsy. It's actually quite freaky. Especially the bit where he goes, "Excuse me, Your Honor, I'm suffering from a bout of amnesia." The only time people get content is of music, sometimes video. Yeah, it's just the first thing that happens if you get a strike is you can't fucking live stream. And given that's all I do, I don't want to. I know, right? It's got fucking everyone in it, that movie. It's like particularly people from the 90s. What it made me think of, has anyone watched the Fisk comedy series on ABC, which is really good? 3 seasons, only 6 episodes in a season, but it's very funny. But it's got like every comedian from the 90s, and like everyone who was on Hey Hey It's Saturday in the 90s. It's like a retirement package for old Australian comedians, some younger ones too. But it's like everyone from the 90s is in it. It's wild. And that's what I kind of thought when I saw the trailer for Spit. It's like, God, it's everyone who was in Australian film in the 90s. I'm fucking surprised Russell Crowe's not in it, quite honestly, or Guy Pearce. Yeah, well, I guess. I don't know that it's mandatory, but maybe get a chance to see Getting Square before Spit. Because like I said, I'm seriously thinking of rewatching Getting Square. Given that it's a prequel to... Well, it's not a prequel. Spit is a sequel to Getting Square. You're going to grab the DVD? Well, I was looking through my pile of DVDs. Going, do I have it? I think I have it. And I have another Australian film called The Square, which is a serious crime film. It's made by the same people who made Animal Kingdom, which, again, right up there as best Australian film ever. And The Square is pretty good. So when I was looking for Getting Square, I thought, wait, was I imagining it? Did I think because I have The Square, I had Getting Square? And I'm saying to Mrs. Angry, I don't know if I just missed it. And she said, let me look. And I had missed it. She found it. So I do have Getting Square on DVD. And it's always fun to juxtapose roles with people, because David Wenham was in 300. He's the narrator in 300. One of the Spartans who loses an eye in the battle. So he survives to tell everyone the story. Leonidas sends him away to tell everyone the story. And so, yeah, so he's like everyone in 300, buff as fuck, because they all spent 3 months working out in this pitiless gym to get fucking yoked. So you compare him doing weird comedy shit to 300 is a pretty funny comparison, quite honestly. Whew. So that's the fun thing, having made an extremely flavorful cocktail, like something with really strong, punchy flavors. It kind of lingers. So then you drink mineral water, very lightly flavored. It just like tingles all your taste buds, and it's a real sensory experience. Speaking of that, makes me wonder, do I have any... I was doing this the other night. Do I have any bitters I haven't used in ages? Probably... This is Australian bitters. Why do you fucking people put it in dark bottles so I can't see how much is left? Negroni bitters. Strawberry gum. This is not so much bitters, but it's strawberry gum extract. I don't think this is bitters. I've got 2 of these. Australian superfoods. Pretty thick. Oh no, it is bitters. Sorry, it's got a late burn. It was very sweet. Oh God, it's almost a burnt rubber burn. Jesus. I have a drink of that, and I'll wash that flavor off my tongue. I think I've got ryeberry as well from those people. What's this one? Spiced cranberry bitters. Black walnut, that's very strong. Cranberry, lime, rosewater. Wait, where's the other superfoods one? Umami bitters. Oh, I still got a tiny bit of the Chinese 5-spice bitters. What's this one? Just whiskey bitters. Okay. Cola bitters. Oh, that's okay. This is the other one I wanted to try. Ryeberry. I've actually got Ryeberry is also known as lily pilly, and I actually have a lily pilly tree in the yard, which was just flowering, which makes me think it's going to have a lot of fruit again this season, which is good because it's yummy and makes a really good syrup. Ooh, yeah, that's a familiar flavour. Oh, that doesn't have the bitter edge that the other one does. I got to remember to put them in drinks when I want the drink to be fruitier. Because I've had them forever. So many bitters. Oh, what an absolute wanker. Who needs that many bitters? Fucking try hard. That's what's happening here. Okay, Madam Butterfly. Specialty cocktail based on your favorite color pink and your personality. Okay. Here's the thing. I can definitely make you a pink cocktail, but I think it's got to have a bit of oomph to it. Also, coming from the south, we want some of those southern flavors. You know what's actually occurring to me? Like my absinthe is blue. The same people make a red absinthe, and I'm kind of thinking of a version of I Can't Feel My Face, but with the red absinthe, because then it would be a pink cocktail that would like blow the back of your head off. But it depends. Do you want something to be sweet and fruity? Because that one I just described would not be sweet and fruity. What have I got that's red? I've got some cherry gin, which is really good. Oh, the house special, the original fucking string cocktail, fruity gin, an even mix of fruity gin and whiskey, and topped with soda or mineral water or fucking tonic. But yeah, equal split of whiskey and I've got cherry gin there. It's a really good red. So if you mixed whiskey, cherry gin, and topped with soda, which is I'm trying to think, the name for it was a Snosberry Fizz. So yes, I would make that for you, Madam Butterfly. I would make a Snosberry Fizz. Also, another one that's good that Mrs. Anger and I used to make by default, which we just called a What's-It. You'd make it with different jams or jellies, as you call them in the US, and it would be friggin' gin and a particularly flavored jam and something else, I think. And you just shake it up and then strain it. So you get the color out of the jam. So if it's a red fruit jam, you end up with a pink drink. And we just called that a What's-It. Well, they say, Safa, there's only one poll that matters, and that's the one that happens on election day. I do not trust pundits. Also, as I've been saying repeatedly for, I don't know, a year or two now, Albanese is fucking up big time. I swear to God, if that motherfucker gets us a Dutton government, which should be fucking impossible because that guy is a monster. Also, clarify, Safa, because if you're saying there's a poll that says the LNP would win a majority government, I call bullshit. I was actually doing a bit of John Howard there, honestly. So, yes, if the poll is saying they reckon the LNP would win a parliamentary majority, I call bullshit. I think almost everyone is calling a hung parliament. So it depends on who can convince the crossbench to support them. And that's leaning towards Labor. The majority of people who are likely to be the crossbench are likely to form it. Get the tracky dacks on and power walk. Does anyone remember the time John Howard was power walking? I think it was around Lake Burley Griffin, although he might have been in Melbourne. It might have been along the Yarra, but he was power walking with the trackies on. And it was by water. And someone who was actually a John Howard fan ran up and hugged him, a young guy. And Howard's minders completely failed to stop this guy from embracing Howard. And but the guy, he'd been working. He had a fucking screwdriver in his hand. So this is when Howard was Prime Minister. The Prime Minister of Australia is power walking, and some rando with a stabbing implement was able to come up and hug him and hold him. And what the actual fuck? That was wild. It's just kind of lucky that the guy was a fan of John Howard, not like the guy who nutted Tony Abbott. What year? I don't remember, but it was back when. So I suppose it was 90s when Howard was Prime Minister. You smelled that burp? Yeah, it's probably a bit nasty, quite honestly. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. That was probably nasty. All right, I'm going to do a quick search, see if I can find this YouGov poll. Foreign investors banned from buying existing homes. Is the Melbourne invented dim sim Australia's greatest snack? The fucking South Melbourne market dim sim is right up there. I'll tell you that for free. Work from home if you can. Sydney commuters warned of chaos. Public transport. Ooh, Jesus. Okay. I can't see it, so I'll just search YouGov. All right, ABC. Dutton most likely to be next Prime Minister, according to YouGov poll. Coalition would be in the best position to form government. Polster YouGov reckons Dutton would win 73 seats with a lower estimate of 65, upper estimate of 80. Party needs 76 seats to govern in majority. While estimates a 78% of a hung parliament, 90% chance of a coalition winning majority. It's not a forecast of the election result, lays out where imminent election campaign is. Based on a poll of 40,000 Australians, indicates Labor would hold about 66 seats, lower of 59, upper of 72. So YouGov is expecting Labor could lose 50. Look, again, it might be true. I think I've been saying I think it's a real distinct possibility, and I will hate Albanese till my dying fucking day. I will absolutely hate Albanese to my dying fucking day if we get a Dutton government, because the only reason for a Dutton government would be the absolute fucking ineptitude of Albanese government. Because Dutton is fucking electoral poison. It should be fucking impossible for him to win a majority. He's a fucking monster. It will not be the LNP winning an election. It will be Labor spectacularly losing an election. And I'm getting an inkling that Labor might be understanding what they need to do, which is to push really hard on all the positives that they've done and say, hey, we've done this. We absolutely get inflation and cost of living and housing is fucking killing people. Here are all the things we've done. And Dutton opposed all of them. And they've already done an ad that basically says that, but that's what I need to push. Okay, this is my personal feeling. People can vote however we want. Someone who says, I'm voting LNP as a protest against Labor, you're a cunt and I fucking hate you. I fucking despise you. Now, someone who says, I can't in good conscience support Labor, I'm going to vote for the Greens or an independent candidate. I cannot morally fault this person. But anyone who would say they vote, actually anyone who says they're voting LNP for anything, fuck them. Fuck you, fuck you. But yeah, anyone who says, oh, protest voting, you're a fuckwit, fuck off. I don't think voting for the Greens or independents is necessarily something as shallow as a protest vote. I think it might literally be, I'll fight you, man. I'll fucking fight you. Literally going, these two major parties are freaking assholes and do not represent me and can't serve what I think needs to be served. This non-major party is so long as it's not One Nation or fucking Clive Palmer or something. And yes, there are some complete assholes on the independent front. But yeah, if someone in good conscience goes, I can't vote for Labor, I'm going to vote for the Greens. It's like, I genuinely can't fault that because Labor are fucking up. So yeah, the fucking rusted on Labor brokens just talk shit. It's like, no, Labor should do more for people. And that's the thing, Safa, Labor can point to things they've done. They need to push it really hard. And I think they understand this now because they've already done one ad of pushing, we do all these things. And Dutton opposes it all. Dutton will fuck you. Dutton will bend you over and fuck you in the ass. No Lubra, no retread. I'm glad you've got your votes sorted out, Rays. One Nation 1, 2 for Palmer, 3 for the Libertarian Party. And 4 for the Greens because you like to confuse people. That would be alcohol poisoning, Madam Butterfly. 1 drink every time I said fuck just then. Absolutely alcohol poisoning. But we shan't do that sort of thing. In what context, as they say on a Wikipedia, citation needed, in what context did the Greens give preferences to the Libs over Labor? Your MP is Lib. I think mine's independent at the moment with Libs wanting to come up. Imagine voting 1 for One Nation, 2 Greens. Yeah, it would mess people up. Kevy, hi. No, you should do caps. No. Okay. Vote differently. No, that's I was literally just saying it. People who vote for cunts, I'm going to tell them they're cunts. It's that simple. It's that straightforward. If you're voting for hateful, bigoted pieces of shit, I'm going to call you out. That's not voting differently. That's being a steaming pile of shit. Oh no, I'm not in Kooyong. That's over several suburbs away from me. But I am in the Blue Ribbon Belt and Caulfield. Voting to yes, Clive. No, that's not Clive. Got a person being torn apart every month by crocodiles in North Queensland. Trump won because of the number of cunts. Okay, I am never going to shy away from calling out people who are cunts. I'm never going to shy away from calling out of bigotry. Fuck this bullshit. Fuck the weak bullshit. You know why Trump won? Because the US Democrats are weak as fucking piss. Absolutely weak as piss and didn't offer people anything. Yes, Trump also won because of lies. Trump also won because of promoting bigotry. But a really big thing is the US Democrats are weak as piss. And they offered people nothing. And they've got to fucking stand for something positive. And fuck this nonsense. Trump, who regularly just spouts hate, and his supporters spout hate on the regular, and stuff that literally gets people killed, queer people, non-white people, immigrants, asylum seekers, undocumented immigrants, all that sort of thing, literally preaching hate and fucking murder, and saying like, oh, you were mean to Trump supporters. Fuck them in the fucking neck, every fucking single one of them. Just given Madam Butterfly food, alcohol poisoning again. That sick, pathetic fucking lie. People voted for Trump because you were mean to them. They voted for Trump because they're fucking cunts. Actually, there's a spectrum of absolute fucking pieces of shit and really fucking stupid fucking morons who believe the fucking lies. Trump can't say two sentences without lying. And it's a combination of evil, hateful motherfuckers and stupid fucking pricks. That's who votes for Trump. That's the spectrum. You can go an XY chart. It's like, you know, how far are they on the evil motherfucker chart? And how far are they on the stupid cunt side? And they're all in there somewhere. It's that fucking straightforward. And I will not stand for a fucking second with oh, you said mean things. Get royally fucked. Trump will not, and his supporters will not stop with spouting hate for people in a way that actually gets people killed. Their feelings aren't hurt. It's a fucking lie. They don't fucking care. Fuck that bullshit. Yes. Oh, yeah. Fuck Elmo also. Yes. Oh, my God. He is the cringe. He's so embarrassing. The cringiest, most divorced man in history. It's ridiculous. Madam Butterfly, politics, not really things. Talk about Erection Dana. Well, you know, that's a bit more positive. But yes, that's a hot button thing for me. That ridiculous fucking lie that you can't say anything mean about Trump supporters. Get absolutely fucked. Nobody cares. The big problem is the US Democrats are weak as piss and did nothing to inspire people to vote for them. And it's just like you've got to be a clear alternative to someone like Trump, not a lighter version of Trump, because then you're just telling people who should be your base, don't bother voting for us because we'll never give you anything. It's fucking ridiculous. Trump isn't rich. Took a small loan of $1 million from his dad. That seems fair. Who knows with elections? It's just ridiculous. I am definitely, if you're saying what I said about the Democrats, I am definitely saying about them in the last 10 years. It's just weak as piss, and I don't understand it. And I am worried about Australian Labor making the same mistakes. British Labor are definitely making the same mistake. They're just being Tory light, and it's just like, fuck's sake, offer an alternative. Except British Labor is absolutely controlled by the establishment. Maybe I'm naive. I don't think Australian Labor is completely controlled by the establishment. In fact, I think the US Democrats are less controlled by the establishment than British Labor is. I think if a few of the old people finally fucking die of old age, things might change. I don't know. If Trump died in office. Oh, actually, no. Okay. I reckon the chances. Yeah, I know that is an old statement of Trump's. Yes, I a small loan from my father. Again, Trump cannot say two sentences without lying. It's ridiculous. But yeah, Trump is old, in worse shape than me, under just ridiculous levels of stress. Like it's a better than even chance that he would just die in office from natural causes, which would just, in so many ways, be a bad thing because his lunatic supporters would turn it into a conspiracy. I think there would be a lot of violence, even though Trump dying of natural causes is the most obvious fucking thing. Like I said, for those really big reasons. He's old. He's really out of shape. He's under ridiculous levels of stress. What's it going to take? Well, was it 4 more years? I don't know. It's things. We are in such uncharted water. I kind of don't trust anyone who says anything with confidence at the moment because it's such uncharted waters. There are so many absolutely bizarre variables that haven't existed before. I have no idea. Will the midterms be? Is the thing, Safa? They'll be either interesting or they won't. Interesting would be the Democrats winning control of both Congress and the Senate, and they will. Trump must know that if because he's committing constitutional breaches and criminal acts all the time. If the Democrats win control of Congress, they will definitely pass an impeachment motion because Trump will have done something impeachable. If they win the Senate too, they will actually pass the impeachment because Trump will have definitely earned it by that stage. But he'll never face any repercussions. He'll never go to jail. I do not think that will happen. The whole thing about the US midterms, Democrats getting Congress and Senate, I don't think anyone thinks that's going to happen. Maybe Congress. But again, I just sounded like I knew what I'm talking about. I think it's important to stress no one knows what they're talking about. Likely to be election next time. That's what they need, someone who fucking stands up. Yeah, no, that's one of the things that'll kill Trump. Too much McDonald's, definitely. I know. Bringing back plastic straws, awesome. Also, just environmentally, it's not actually that big a deal. There are a million things that are a bigger issue than plastic straws, quite honestly. Safa, really broadly, the stuff Trump and Musk are doing is unconstitutional and illegal, and it's going to be subject to a million legal challenges, and who the fuck knows what happens. They do need someone with the charisma and inspiring nature of Obama. Not that I think Obama was a particularly good president, but he at least gave people focus and hope, and which they haven't had since. Jail the LNP. No, I think it's down to Labor to not suck so much, quite honestly. Yeah, speaking with confidence. And Harris wasn't terrible, but whole spectrum of their tactics was stupid as fuck. Like, they've got to drop this idea of being Republican light. It's fucking ridiculous. Be something different. That's actually a reasonable call on Obama. Not at all shy about sending troops and bombs into other countries. Ooh, I think, okay, because Trump did so much whack shit in his first term, and I think it's too much, and people don't remember anything. I think need about another 10 years for AOC. And here's the thing, I think she will be down the line establishment candidate. It's almost inevitable that she will run for president. Whether she'll be first female president, who knows? I think it seems inevitable, but maybe 2 more terms, like not the next one, maybe not even the one after that, maybe the one after that. But I don't think she'll be a radical. I think she'll be a down the line establishment, but maybe actually kind of old school establishment Democrat, not the ridiculous stuff the Harris campaign was saying, trotting out Republicans as their friends. She's eligible, yeah. I don't think it's the right time. But okay, to be fair, I don't know shit, right? I'm just... Bleh. So I think it would be a mistake for her to try and run in the next couple of cycles. But who fucking knows, honestly? You don't see a female US president in our lifetime. It's weird that they're more sexist than they are racist, honestly. Love to be proven wrong. Hello, EOR. Wow, dude, you ever want to see me ranty? I'm in a pretty ranty mood at the moment. Because politics, god damn it, get me worked up. I think AOC would be a much better candidate than Harris, honestly. Just would be. It would be beyond funny. Yeah, you're probably right. There's like candidates, but God, I just want to see a strong Democratic candidate. And to run on proper progressive, even small p progressive platforms, not going, look at all these Republicans who love me. So fucking what? What are you actually doing? Yeah, the people, whoever was making the strategy decisions for Harris was making bad fucking decisions. Yeah, also the Democrats not having a primary was a real bad idea. Letting fucking Biden change his mind and say he was running for a seven, because Biden said up front he wouldn't run for a second term. She could have done more. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea who was making the decisions, but they were bad decisions. Yeah, it was just, I don't know, it was all over the place. You worried AOC would be the same? Look, honestly, possibly yes. But she is speaking out far more than a lot of Democrats are, speaking out on things that are actually important. So, there's some hope. You really got to put the disclaimer in that I don't know. I always want to quote the redneck character from the Netflix series Ozark. I don't know shit about fuck. I'm very opinionated. You can argue as to what extent my opinion is informed. But I do try to remember I am literally just spouting opinion. I think I'm reasonably informed, but the chance of me being wrong is at least as much as the chance of me being right, honestly. Don't have a side, just like a good competition. I just want both teams to have fun. Yeah, it was just, It was such a bad campaign the Democrats ran. It was just fuck. They just have consistently been making the wrong decisions. It's weird. You know what? I'm going to have a tiny splash. Actually, you know what? I'm going to inspect my rums. Which ones do I just have a little bit of? Well, that's half a bottle of the Jimmy rum. Do I want to do that? Not the inner circle. Wait. Do I have 2 bottles of the mango rum? That's really weird. Sorry, I'm just sitting on my bed now. Which one is that? Rick's mango rum. Wait, I'm going to check in the mysterious cupboard of mystery. I've got 2 things of mango. Okay, I should put that mango rum in my infinity bottle because I've got another bottle of them. Why do I have? It must have been on sale. It must have been on a really big sale for me to get another bottle. You've been watching. I probably should watch Planet America because I've only ever watched small grabs of it. Anyway, I distracted myself just then. I was going to pour a little bit of my batched old fashioned, just a splash, a little bedtime treat. Where is it? Here. A little bedtime treat of my batched old fashioned, just to make me sleep soundly. Put that back. Oh, okay. Okay, let's get this shit happening. Yes, it is definitely a relief for my chair to get up. And also Tom Kitten is going, oh, for a few moments I'm not getting farted on. I don't have his ass in my face. Wow, that's a long comment, EOR. A lawyer upping the ante for payment, transcript, California, closing arm. Harris was... I don't know. Thank you for sharing that, EOR. I'm kind of very reluctant to accept something someone posted on Twitter. If a credible media outlet did it, that'd be one thing. And so you're watching the Planet America Fireside Chats? Yeah, I only have watched a little bit. So not taking the piss. Yeah, it's for women to decide. But yeah, that's the big issue, that women aren't having the right to decide in the US, which is bad shit. Yeah, you know what? And that's a good honest stance, right? Oh, man. That fucking old-fashioned is good. Oh, just the mix of bitters, and it's picked up a little bit of smokiness from the char on the barrel. I have to put some red wine in the barrel, actually, because it's empty at the moment. Got to remember to do that. Yeah, I know. Back to the piss take comments. What do I think about Chaz getting in trouble posting his podcast? I see. I don't even know. No, don't be sorry, you are. I really appreciate you providing that. Yeah, my only comment is I didn't read that. I am more than a... Oh, sorry. EOI, we're talking about Australian shows. And there's one called Planet America. And oh God, what's Chaz's full name? I've forgotten. I was going to say, I was literally going to say Chaz Parmentieri, who's the New York actor. But yeah, some sort of comedic political commentators in Australia. Yeah, they originally a comedy troupe called The Chaser. There's a group of them, and they've done. God, they've been around for ages. What, like 20 years? Well, again, your typing's let you down a bit, but it's remind me Chaz Liccardo. God, now I feel like looking up because I feel like they've been around forever. The Chaser. The official Chaser site, striving for mediocrity in a world of excellence. I'm going to summarize their Wikipedia entry. When did they start? Australian satirical group. Yes, they actually published a physical satirical newspaper at one point. They've been active since 1999. Chaser's earliest foundation was a satirical school paper called The Tiger, created by Charles Firth, Dominic Knight, and Chaz Liccardello to wring as much money as they could from their expensive private school. They were at Sydney Grammar, so they are really fucking spoiled. They met Julian Morrow, Craig Rewcastle, and Andrew Hansen at University of Sydney, working at the uni paper. 1999, the group began their first newspaper project titled The Chaser. So yes, they originally had a satirical newspaper. And then they did some election specials from 2001 on. The Chaser National CNN was 2002. Yeah, so wow, they actually started their satirical newspaper in 1999. So they've been doing this shit for 25 years. No, I wasn't thinking about Chaz Parmentieri. Chaz Liccardello, Australian comedian. So there you go. I thought the Chaser had been around for a long time, and yeah, they've been on TV for 20 years. So they used to be the scruffy young terrorists, except they were incredibly privileged rich kids, and now they're they're the old guard now. They've been doing it for 20 years. Oh gosh, Rays, it remains one of my biggest disappointments in life. We did not get a Sanders v. Trump showdown. Populist leftist versus populist conservative. I really wanted to see that. It's just, God, it's just the Democratic Party machine would not allow a genuine progressive, whereas the Republicans would allow a genuine fascist. Oh yeah, so the Chaser is coming from the alcohol term, definitely EOR. That's definitely the inspiration for the term. It's the drink you have after a drink. John Howard shut down the Chaser. Did he? I don't know. I haven't paid that much attention to the Chaser. That is a classic example, and not least because the Republicans claim what they want is small government and government out of lives. So it should always remain the choice of the individual. They did actually do some stunts. Some of them were in very poor taste. Some of them were very bad ideas. Some were interesting. They literally did this thing. Was it the G20? We're in Australia, but basically um, uh, international governments, including Americans, and they had this stunt where they were going to try and get in because they had a limo and all this stuff. And I think it was actually Chaz Licardio who was in the back, like dressed up as Osama bin Laden. And it's like they legit thought they would be stopped at the first barrier and told to stop being dickheads and turn around, but they kept getting through checkpoints. And as I remember it, they eventually basically outed themselves. And because there were people with machine guns, and it got to the point where they said to someone, please don't get mad at us, but we were doing a prank and it's gone too far. Please turn us around. Because they really thought at a certain point they'd piss off the wrong person and they'd get like violently arrested or, worst case shot at. Yeah, it was after the chaser, but it was the same people, is what I'm saying. I forget for which of their shows that was for. But yeah, woof. Yeah, that was ill advised. But yeah, if I understand rightly, what they claimed is they just thought they'd get stopped at the first blockade, and they didn't. And it was like, oh my god, we are into the secure zone, and something really bad. And I think like some of their production team suffered quite severe repercussions from it, which is shitty. Eli in Jackass 2 becomes obvious the taxi driver driving in is part of the gag. Yeah, maybe. I remember. Well, I remember it was actually quite recently. The video. Well, it's an audio podcast as well, I'm sure, but it's a video podcast on YouTube. Neil Brennan's Blocks. Neil Brennan's a pretty good comedian. Speaking about people who wrote for Dave Chappelle, he wrote for Dave Chappelle, white guy who wrote for Dave Chappelle. He interviews other comedians and some very big names, and also some of the more obscure ones because he just loves comedy. But yeah, he interviews people, and it's basically about, what are the things about you that are fucked up that made you a comedian? And he had Johnny Knoxville on, and they were talking about Jackass, and it's like they realized really early on, if they did just mildly dangerous stuff, people were definitely going to imitate it. So that's why, particularly in the movies and the later stuff they did, the stunts were just ridiculously over the top, that were borderline impossible for someone to replicate in their backyard. And that's why they were doing them bigger and bigger, so there was less risk that some stupid kid was going to get hurt trying to imitate them. Raise. Oh yeah, no, I know you're taking the piss. Yeah. But oof, yeah. It's the world, really. The world is having problems, isn't it? And we are in the world, so we're having problems. But c'est la vie, as the French are fond of saying. I don't know why. Harry, you're a gay queer, don't see sides. Yeah, you're just not friendly with people who want you dead and want you to have no rights. Yeah. It's it's there's a meme I saw that I liked, and it's like, first they came for the trans people, and I stood up for them because I know how the rest of the fucking poem goes. For those who don't get the reference, I forget where it comes from. It's the original poem. It's like, first they came for the trade unionists, they came for the communists, and I didn't object because I'm not a communist. And then they came for this people. I didn't object because that wasn't me. And it kept going. They came for this group. That wasn't me, so I didn't object. Then finally they came for me, and there was no one left to protect me. And it's just like, and it's like the old union slogan, an injury to one is an injury to all. And yes, do trade unions sometimes do Bad, stupid, or corrupt things? Yes, because they're populated by people, and people can be bad, stupid, or corrupt. But notwithstanding that, I am super pro union. I am in the union now that I'm in the public service. Some people might be surprised because I have a senior role in the public service. No, I'm not a boss, but I have people report to me. So I'm a boss. Sorry, technically I'm the boss of several people, but I'm not, managing a department. I've got a little team. Some people would be surprised that I'm in the union, given the level I'm at. I'm just extremely pro-union. I as default, I'm probably on the side of the rail union. Yeah, so you're the boss and you're a union. Yeah. Harry, the older you get, less and less friends. Yeah, particularly if you're in any way marginalized, you don't want fair weather people. 3 teams at 3 contracts, good. It's always funny, the people who say, they'd support Martin Luther King would be awesome. When you get Republicans say it, you go, no, you motherfuckers killed him. You were trying to ruin his life. But even, moderate white people, at the time Martin Luther King was accurate, a majority of white people thought he was a threat to the nation. It's fucking bullshit. Goethe didn't mean the sorrows of young Werther to cause suicides. Oh, yeah. I mean, Jesus, the law of unintended... Safa, fair weather friend. Fair weather means nice weather. And it's kind of like people like... like Melbourne with the 4 seasons. People like a place when the weather's nice, but when the weather turns shit, they complain about it. So a fair weather friend or a fair weather supporter is someone who's on your side when it's easy, but when things get tough, they dump you. That's actually a really good shorthand for the friend of convenience. I recently found this song that dates back to the fucking 60s. An activist from the 60s called Phil Oakes, who had a very sad life, as it turned out. But like the American term liberal, small L liberal, and he's describing it in the song. He goes, the liberals, when things are good, they're slightly to the left of center. When things are tough, they're way to the right of center. And yeah, if you're a genuine progressive or a genuine leftist, people who call themselves centrists or small L liberals are super fucking annoying. So, but I was really surprised to get this like activist from the 60s just voicing it so well. The liberal, a little to the left when times are good, way over to the right when times are tough. And that's a fair weather progressive, basically. That's when it's easy to say you're progressive, they'll do it. When it's challenging, they won't. Yeah, I mean, I look, I'm guilty of making jokes about guillotines. You're a centrist now. You've just decided. I sold you on it. Fair call. Yeah, I'm guilty of making jokes about guillotines, but the insanity that ended up happening in the French Revolution with the terror, and it just became murders. Like, yeah, okay, the aristos, I get you wanting revenge on them, but it just spiraled. When you're, I guess, too ready to put someone to the firing squad, the gallows, the guillotine, the chances of it spiraling are really fucking high, which is just not good. But anyway, look, we're coming up on 10 o'clock, like in 30 seconds, I think. So I'm going to eat the cheese. Look at this weird misshapen one. It's all flat. That's why I picked it up, because I think. But Rays. What if I told you Queensland was full of centrists? Would you still be a centrist? That's what I'm going to say. Taking the piss, obviously. Cherries, so fucking yummy. Oh my god, so good. All right. That Sunday, successfully had a chill session. Oh, we have to find something new to watch tomorrow, honestly. Might even watch a movie. But yeah, God, you know what? There's this thing on all the streaming services. There is a shit ton of fucking spy action thrillers. And we watched a couple. That's Mrs. Angry going to bed. So I'm going to go to bed too. Madam Butterfly, I'd feed you cherries. That's okay. EOR, I don't know. There is broadly, generally held things about left and right. But you know what? That's the whole thing. We had a reasonable conversation. I went off a couple of times. But you know what? That's me. There's a good meme of the Flash with a gigantic head, everyone's staring, saying, "You've never seen a centrist before." God. Bedtime. So you'll take care. In all probability, I'll be back on Tuesday night. So we'll see what happens. I might report back on what I watched on Monday night because I don't know what I'm going to watch. So you'll take care. I'll see you another time. But bye for now.
You are totally fucked up!